Cleveland Cavaliers may have.
What's the belief?
I believe they're going to get their ass whooped tonight.
You believe that?
So
I believe that.
Hey, Lisa, are you hearing us? We can see you and hear you. And now, I don't know if you were hooked up when I was talking about belief and whether the Cavs had that going into Game 4.
Yes, Ernie. Well, the Cavaliers are all still saying the right things about how they still have belief in this team, belief in what they're capable of. Kenny Atkinson said before yesterday's film session, he asked guys to speak up and say why they still have belief, and he told them, keep it real, no fluff, just facts, be honest. He said guys had great answers, like they believe because they had success against the Knicks before. They believe because their shots haven't been falling, and they believe that, you know, if that changes the series could change. And they also said they believe because they know they found a way to respond before when their backs have been against the wall in these playoffs. So he said guys all have their reasons why they believe, and yet they understand that they can't win the next 4 without winning this one tonight. But having said all that, Ernie, you can't help but wonder if maybe, just maybe, the emotional toll of what happened in Game 1 was just too much for the Cavs to overcome. And I say that because it just keeps coming up. Donovan Mitchell referenced Game 1 multiple times in his post-game comments after Game 3. He was asked what he's learned in this series, and the first thing he said was, don't lose Game 1 after being up 22. If I learned one thing, it would be that. That was the very first thing he said, and he went on to say, but it happened, and now we have to find a way to get back from 0-3, something that we know has never been done before in the history of the NBA playoffs. So while the Cavaliers aren't looking for excuses, and rightfully so, they've been saying that they've moved past Game 1 right after it happened, but maybe the damage had already been done. Again, though, Ernie, the Cavs say they still believe. Donovan Mitchell also said we have another opportunity tonight to get Game 4, and then we can go on from there. But just listening to you guys and listening to Shaq and Kenny, I don't know. Do you guys believe that?
That was going to be my next question, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much for the report. It was worth the wait. Thank you, Lisa. It's a hard thing to define. And I guess maybe if you're a player, you can say you believe, but do deep down inside.
Man, the Cavs going home tonight. They don't believe
But I'm talking about the guys wearing those uniforms. Deep down inside.
Deep down, they know they're going to get their ass whooped tonight. Deep down. Ernie.
Easy, huh?
Easy. Well, first of all, they got to come out and play with some energy. They can't quit from the beginning. But they know, and she said it, they haven't gotten over Game 1. Why are you talking about Game 1 basically almost a week later? This team, I've seen desperation. We've had this conversation on some of these other series. Kenny know what desperation is. Shaq know what desperation is. When you come up and give up 40 points in a must-win game, the first quarter at home, you unpacked it in. Because 40 points, Ernie, at home?
37.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenny.
Round it off, fool.
Thank you. Yeah. You round up.
I didn't say you didn't. I just said it was 37.
You can't give up 37 points.
You know what was funny about that, and I'll get to you 1 second, Shaq. And here's the thing. You mentioned desperation, but when Karl Anthony Towns was doing the end-of-quarter interview with Lisa Salters in Game 1, he said, we need to play more desperate. Even though they were up 37-27 at the time, they were the team talking about desperation.
And that's why they're up 3-0. You talk about the word belief. I'm an expert at being at this point in this series, being down 0-3. Belief. All 15 guys have to believe that they can win. And I guarantee you all 15 guys on that team do not believe. You're going to have 1 or 2 guys saying, hey, I'm going to go get mine tonight so people can't say it's my fault. But the other 13, they don't really believe, and it shows that. So, like Chuck said, they don't play with desperation. If they don't play like they want to win. They may come out with, with the fake I believe in 3 quarters.
That's exactly right.
But, that fourth quarter is going to be, the real true test. And, I'm concerned with the Knicks because, Kenny and I and Chuck have been at this moment. I don't want to think ahead. Because if I win this game tonight, it's going to be so, sometimes you can get like super, super excited and then you can mess up and then you can give the other team a chance to win. So the Knicks have to be careful and the Cavs have to come out and play with some type of desperation.
Yeah.
But I'm with Chuck. It's over.
Listening to, there used to be a commercial that used to end with, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yes.
And so, when I also
United Negro College Fund.
Negro College Fund.
And your dad used to say it to you all the time.
And
your brother
he said you sit next to people a lot of times that happens to. But honestly, we used to talk about that saying is like, because when you have so many people telling you you can or can't do something, then it becomes what you think you are. And the whole city of Cleveland, everyone around the media, you're hearing constantly that you can't do something. Now, that is the part that internally either triggers you or makes you succumb. And we'll see if it makes them succumb, because that is the moment when everyone's against you and you see who you really, really are. But I say if this game gets down to over 10 points at any point, that's when the Knicks will just go cruise. But if it stays in that 10 or less, 9 or less, I think they have that chance to win one.
And for New York, okay, you win this series. Number one, it would be a sweep twice in the same postseason, which they've never done. But if you get to the finals, the first since 1999, you think back to what their owner James Dolan said earlier this year, and that came into play ahead of Game 4.
Dolan said in January, finals, it's must. I'm just curious if you can take me back then, like what did you think then? Like what did you guys think about what he said then, what that felt like, that kind of mandate?
Because in the finals, it was going to get serious. I think that's the goal that we all kind of have. Obviously, it's a little bit different when the big dog says it, but that's the goal that each and every one of us have, and we're our own biggest critics.
What's it going to take to beat this team?
Let's start with making some shots. Let's start with getting some stops and making some free throws. I hate to harp on it, but like we were up 22, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's on us.
Analytically, we're 2 out of 3 in the expected. I don't know if you guys follow that. Is that an expected score? You know, and we won 2 out of the 3. The expected score was like 1 point or 2. Us shooting way below expected, them shooting way over. And I know no one wants to hear that. I think you guys like hearing it. I know, you know, general public, no one wants to hear that. Everyone's outcome based, and you know, sure, I get that too.
You damn skip it, we don't want to hear it. And we, not the general public. Ernie, Shaq, and Chuck and Kenny don't want to hear it either.
Things like shot quality and effective field goal percentage and predicted points and that kind of thing.
I have told you guys about that analytical BS.
Yeah.
If you want to get your son-in-law a job, get him a real job. Don't just get him counting numbers in the office about. Man, I hate when because I like Kenny Atkinson, but that's just.
And he's been a coach of the year, as a matter of fact.
He's a good coach.
So the analytics,
but he hasn't had a good series. Now let's get that out of the way. He hasn't had a good series.
When you hear analytics like that, or analytics described that way, you know what comes to mind for me?
What's that?
Well, Professor O'Neill, once upon a time, pretty analytical look at gas prices and.
You play with that desperation. They knew they could not be down 3-1.
I just applaud.
And the big guy, he said Shaq, and the big guy dominated the whole game. Thank you. Now you can speak.
They finally came out of that kamikaze defense they were doing. I have no idea why they were doing it.
Wemby right back to himself.
Well, they were trying to keep FCA from not being hot, and then they did. Now they switched up.
They only scored 38 points in the first half.
OKC. He was never killing them.
But he was never wrong until it didn't.
Good shot right there.
There you go.
No, the other guys won the other 2 games.
Squared it up and knocked that thing down, Shaq.
Yes, he did.
50-38 halftime score.
Oh, man. We can't beat the nuns.
Hey, it's hard to beat the church on Sunday.
Dude, it was Tuesday. It was Sunday. Oh, it was Sunday.
Oh my God! See that? Yeah.
Are the days running together for you?
I forgot it was.
We had a conversation during this break.
Well, the good thing,
we know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The good thing about this game, I got a chance to watch the whole hockey game last night.
San Antonio up the lead to 25 in the third quarter.
Bye-bye.
Oh, look out!
Come on, man.
I look back.
Find him. That's
left hand. It's alive.
They were all over the floor, defensively in the passing lane, and then everybody's off to the races. Good pass.
It's only the second time in these playoffs that OKC was beaten in points off turnovers.
Oh, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
Ain't no foul. He ran into his own man.
You can't just tackle
He
people.
ran into his own man. Shut the hell up.
His own man. It was only two people on the side of the floor.
No, stop it. His man set the pick.
Exclamation point by Wemby there. And
over there. We don't want no calls like that.
he had 33, 8, and 5, and 3 blocks. And so through the first 4 games, averaging 30, 10, and 3 blocks.
What are you looking for, Chuck?
I'm looking for Shaq. Damn, how low that list go?
Tim Hakeem.
Yeah, that's too low. 30 was too low for me.
Okay. I was looking for you, big fella.
Exactly.
Hey,
Okay, so here we go.
So
Best 2 out of 3.
So we watched that game, and we were talking that night. I said, I have no idea what the Spurs are doing defensively.
Oh.
I said, that was so stupid what they were doing. I said, why are you doubling SGA at half court, giving these guys practice shoot-around jump shots? They switched it up last night because they're really missing Jalen now, and they're missing A.J. Mitchell.
A.J. Mitchell is already out for game 5.
Because when you go back and look, if you actually study this OKC team, there's only 3 guys on that team can get their own shot. The rest of the guys get all that. They eat off of SGA's plate.
Oh, I disagree.
Well, we can disagree. When you go back and look, they were getting all these shots. None of these guys are one-on-one players. They're all good players, now don't get me wrong. But SGA has to do all the heavy lifting, and they stopped doubling these guys. And now, without Mitchell and without Jalen, they got to find some offensive scoring.
Kenny, what'd you think of that OKC defense?
I thought
I mean, the San Antonio defense.
I thought San Antonio had a great one-on-one defense, and they allowed Wemby to stay in the anchor spot. So once he was in the anchor spot, they became contested perimeter shots. Where before, I thought they floated Wemby out to the perimeter a little bit more in Game 3, and in Game 4, he didn't float as much. He became the anchor, and he became the deterrent. Everyone talks about him blocking shot or altering. We also talk about him being the deterrent and not even taking shots.
The real reason why
I thought that was good.
The real reason why the Spurs won this game, because this guy right here, he set the tone. He made a comment, I don't know how to get my teammates more involved, but this is how you get your teammates more involved. When you dominate and they have to worry about you, get other guys over. With that 22 points in the first half, I think he ended the game with 33.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm talking about as a big man.
First of all, Wemby played great, but the Spurs, OKC got to find a way to score. They've got, I say, this was going to be interesting. What
They were taking the ball out the net more than
No, but not that, though. They just couldn't, they wasn't getting shots, man. I'm telling you, they were playing that stupid defense and game. No, it's just a lucky shot right here.
See?
Come on, man. You hit a half-court shot, it's luck.
It's not luck.
But the OKC got to find a way to score, man. They got to find a way to speed the game up because they're not leaving those shooters like they did in those games.
Alex Caruso didn't shoot a 3-pointer.
Because they weren't leaving.
It
was very simple. I have no idea why they were playing that defense.
Is this?
That's Shaq's only.
That's not half court, though.
No, I know.
No, that's skill.
That's the only one you hit your life.
In your life?
Not his life. His whole life. In a game.
No, not in. Okay, but you said in his whole life, like he never made.
Kenny, you know why? Because I'm not soft like you, stepping out and shooting jumpers. I like to battle, punk.
I don't know. I'm just saying. That's the only one you hit. You said it was
Don't
skill.
say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Hey. I'm right here.
August 19th. I'm telling you right now.
August? Yeah, but so
a departure from the normal May 19th, which we've passed.
It's always a game of adjustments.
Yeah.
I'm curious without Mitchell, this is when they miss Jalen.
And he's questionable again.
Questionable. So where are they going to get their offense? Unless Shea goes crazy, those other guys, how are they going to get their offense?
Well, I don't think San Antonio made you said it was poor. And it's only poor because they made shots. So you come into the.
No, they didn't even get them.
No, but I'm saying if you come into the series and go, we're either going to allow, I think Ernie said this on game 1, are either going to allow Shea to go crazy and play one-on-one, or you're going to double him and make other guys beat you. He elected to make other guys beat you. What makes you a great coach is, you showed that you can do that. Now we're going to make the second adjustment.
Yeah, but
you had to make a decision either way. You had to make a decision.
You make a decision after the thing started. Shea had not played great in the playoffs. And they won game 1. Why did he stick?
But you won game 1, but you were down so many.
It doesn't matter.
And you had to make a miraculous comeback to win.
But you know what? None of that matters if my guy gets 30 to 40 points. If my guy is dominant like that, OKC don't have a chance. Because Shed ain't.
Oh, they have a chance. It's 2-2, dude.
No, they don't have a chance.
But I'm curious what OKC
Games
is going
that
to
he
get
lost,
their
he didn't
score
play
from.
well.
Is Jalen going to come back or Mitchell going to come back? Because those are the only two guys.
Victor Wembanyama got to dominate.
That bench advantage that OKC has in this series, it was just 34-30 in Game 4 in favor of the Thunder, but it's 217-94 in that series. Tim McMahon, who joined us the other night, says Jalen Williams is again questionable, but the injury designation has been changed from left hamstring soreness to strain.
Man, they need both of those guys, but AJ is out again. It's going to be interesting tomorrow night.
Yes, it is. The series lead on the line in OKC in a 2-2 series. Back with more on NBA Tip-Off.
Hey, man,
are you not paying attention to that one?
No, I
to
heard
what Morgan just said?
Yeah.
he need to laugh. He's a Cavs fan.
Ask me a question again.
Could you trip over something again?
Could you trip over something again?
Yeah, your mama's shoes.
Come on, man, stop it.
Why you all people mamas all the time?
See, I was trying to ignore him and leave him alone, and y'all pulled me in.
No, but he didn't say anything. He just said
it doesn't matter.
He didn't say
right now.
He wasn't saying
Yes,
anything
he
bad
was.
about
Yes,
the
he
I mean,
was.
he got to wait around
No,
for
he
the
was.
Cleveland Browns.
He was.
Talk about it. That wasn't ready for the
was.
mama should have stayed out of that.
Come on, man. The man's depressed, man. The Brown season coming up.
Oh my!
It's all your fault, Ernie, because you pulled me right into it. I was trying to ignore it.
No, that was you were blaming me for that, but it never happened that way. You know what I enjoy? I enjoy some of this coverage behind the scenes, guys mic'd up, wired for sound, coaches, players. We appreciate NBA players doing that during the playoffs, and here's some of the best we've seen and heard.
NBA playoffs are here, and it's the best time of year.
Playoffs, man, nothing like it.
It's about to go down, man. We'll have fun with it.
Get on 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3. We are back. Let's get it.
No, 48 minutes together. Let's get this done. Go home. 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, big dog, you already know it. Start with me and you.
I think you not be a 10 right now.
Let's go win the game.
Brooks a step back 3 over Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom!
Good response. Okay? Do it again.
Yeah! Come on!
We're making it a little harder than it needs to be because the ball's getting sticky.
Fakes, dribbles, fires. It's going.
Come on! Come on! 1-point game. Shaq cut off Mitchell. Hey, 8 seconds! 8 seconds! 8 seconds! Yeah! Yeah! I was gonna say what? Boy, battle tested.
This group is battle tested.
It's the most important game in the series.
So I'm not finished, man. Let's keep going.
Man, that's an amazing win on the road, man. That's what the playoffs about, man.
To get to this point, to be able to win a playoff series and close out a team on the road. Enjoy this one till midnight. Okay, we're getting better and better all the time.
Together all the time, man. All the time together. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I love what we was able to accomplish, but consistency is the word that we got to find.
12 more to go. Sacrifice, man.
The second round. And we're underway.
We got to do it together. I got to do my part.
Here we go. Best time of the year. Let's go do this thing.
Drop 50 on these guys. Jalen. Drop 50.
We got to bring the energy. They got to match up. Come on now. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
They're all the same. Man, you pick.
I want to go with this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, we know what we got to do tonight, man. Compete on both ends. We got to get back. Stay disciplined. Let's go, move.
Minnesota now is in another gear. It's Gobert from Shaq. Against Stewart. He'll pull the 3 and puts it down.
Come on, man. One moment at a time. Make the right decision over and over again.
What a dime! Jalen's dime!
Go get another one.
Come on, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
Western Conference Finals. Here we come.
Gotta go get that one. Come on.
Okay, Donovan, I was going to do this whether we won or whether we lost. We never celebrate you in these things. You don't want that. You don't want the the praise. But tonight, you deserve the praise. And you're going home.
We didn't just come here just to do this.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's the conference finals.
Let's go. The jump, the jump.
And an instant classic here in Oklahoma City.
Knicks take game 1 behind the brilliance of Jalen Brunson. Hell yeah. Come on. That was prime time for TV.
That was unbelievable. I had the hardest game I ever played in my life.
We needed every second from everybody. When you compose yourself and you were strong as hell to finish, it's a hell of a job.